Hi, my name is Kevin Miller, and today I'll be your teacher. Today we're going to talk about the map method on arrays. Essentially, what map is it's a way to transform a collection of data without altering the original. So, as mentioned before, you have to have an array, and within the array, you have a collection of values. And then you call map on this collection, and what you pass to map is a function. Each value in this array is going to pass through this function in order, and each time a value passes through the function, whatever is returned from this function is going to be put in the corresponding position in the new array. So what I mean by that is, say we pass this function here to this map method. What this function returns is the value that's passed in plus 1. So when we pass in 1 to this function, what's returned is 2. So for index 0, we get 2. Then the second value gets passed through this function. So return 2 plus 1, which is 3, and we get 3 here. And the same thing with this value. So in essence, map is really quite simple. Now let's get into the code and let's look at some examples. Okay, let's get back to the code. So here we have an array with 3 values. We have the function that we're going to pass to map, and then we have another variable here that's going to store the transformed data. So what's going to happen when we run map on original data is each of these values are going to be passed to this function. And for example, when we pass 1 to this function, we're going to get 2 back, and then we're going to get a new array where 1 is transformed into 2. Same thing for the other values. 2 is going to be transformed into 3. 3 is going to be transformed into 4. So we get a brand new array. To see that this is true, we'll just uncomment this, and as you can see, 2, 3, and 4. Now, what gets put in each position in an array always depends on what's returned from the function. So for example, if we comment this out and we return something like null, whatever's passed in here doesn't matter because this is what is returned. So we're going to get null, null, null. Okay, let's go over one more example to really drill this into your head. We have an array with 3 values, 1, 2, and 4, and we're calling map on this array. And we're passing it in this function called double. Here I've defined this function double as such. It takes in a number and it multiplies this number by 2. So when we call map on this array, what happens is it starts with this first value in an array. It passes it to this double function. So we have 1 times 2. This function will return 2, and it'll put this value 2 in position 0 of this new array. Arrays are 0 index, meaning they start at 0. So this is position 0, this is position 1, this is position 2. Now, the array goes to the next value in the array, which is 2, passes it to this double function. So we get 2 times 2. Therefore, this function will return 4. Takes this value 4 and puts it in position 1. And finally, this 4 here, which is in position 2 of the original array, is passed to double. And we get 4 times 2. Therefore, 8 is returned. And in position 2 in this new array, we get 8. So as you can see, map is really quite simple. I can get into a little more detail in later videos, but this should be enough to get you started. I hope you learned something. Bye-bye.